It's your girl Vivers. Join me as I try to rediscover some of my favorite hobbies. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your girl Vivers, and Jonathan and I, my boyfriend and I, decided to do a quick little, he's right there, that's why I keep looking over there, decided to do a quick little Whole Foods trip today. We don't normally go to Whole Foods just because it's kind of pricey, but it's actually the closest grocery store to where we live, and so we try to save our big supermarket purchases on the weekend. I really love going to Asian markets to get fruits and veggies, particularly because it's so much cheaper there, and I love Trader Joe's. I've always loved Trader Joe's, so I definitely want to do a huge Trader Joe's haul one day of all of my favorite things. But I found a couple of really amazing things that I love at Whole Foods that we can only get at Whole Foods for some of them. And then yeah, we just needed a couple things today, so we just did a quick little restock. But normally Whole Foods is not one of my go-to grocery stores just because it's pricey. Okay, I'm gonna start off with a couple of our frozen items that we found today, so my lovely assistant can put them back in the freezer when I'm done. So I'm gonna start off with these amazing Caribbean mix fruit bars. They used to have something like this at Trader Joe's, but they stopped making it, and I don't know why. And so I can only get them at Whole Foods now. It's delicious. It kind of tastes like a really delicious Hawaiian punch, but it's got real fruits in it, not just a bunch of fake fruit juices or whatever. But I love these. They're super refreshing, and they're a little creamy too, but just a little bit because there's coconut in them. But it's super delicious, great for summer, great for any time really. Yeah, I love these, and they are a Whole Foods fave for sure. Another Whole Foods fave are these Jeni's ice creams. We actually just picked this one up today because I had this one, and it is my favorite flavor from Jeni's. It is the brown butter almond brittle ice cream. This one's my favorite, and we picked this one up today. I haven't tried it yet. The sweet cream biscuits peach jam one, that one also sounds amazing. But I love anything brown butter, and I love anything with almond brittle in it, so I knew that this was just gonna be a hitter for me. Yeah, and I go back to Whole Foods just to get this. There is a flavor that they make sometimes at Salt and Straw that is really similar to this, but it's seasonal, so I can't get it all year long. So this is a really good, if I'm craving that ice cream, then I will just pick this up and it'll kind of give me the fix I need. But yes, I picked this one up today, and they're both so cute. The packaging is adorable. Jeni, you go, girl. All right, so then the last thing we picked up in the frozen section is just some rice cauliflower, because I have literally just this week I have started to eat pretty much a carb-free diet. It's been really difficult. It has been very difficult, actually. So I actually started off this week thinking that I was going to do this cabbage soup cleanse, which I saw. Okay, first I saw it on TikTok, but then I did actual research on it, but it was really, really hard to stick to that diet. So then I started to just start eating a little bit of meat and vegetables with the cabbage soup, and fruit. I'm giving myself fruit, so I'm not calling this a keto diet. I am not going keto, because I think when you're on keto, you have to be really, really strict. And I am letting myself have fruit. I am letting myself have meat. I'm having barbecue sauce that has a little brown sugar in it. So yeah, it's just kind of this diet that I'm making up, but I'm really watching what I eat, and I'm trying to have no carbs. So this rice cauliflower is going to be really awesome to make a rice substitute, fried rice, whatever. Yesterday night, actually, Jonathan and I were craving pizza, so I microwaved this, and I blended it in my Magic Bullet with 2 eggs, and I made kind of a weird savory pancake. And then I just put pizza toppings on it. We had pepperoni. I made a tomato oil with basil in it. And it was good, but it wasn't pizza, but you know, when you're looking for these substitutes, you have to like kind of figure it out. So yes, these are all of the frozen items I picked up today, and now my lovely assistant will take them back to the freezer. Thank you, lovely assistant. There you go. Alright, so now a couple more things we picked up today at Whole Foods. We got the rice cauliflower, but I picked up a bag of regular cauliflower. I normally don't get pre-packaged cut up vegetables like this, but this was just cheaper than getting a head of organic cauliflower at Whole Foods. And I sometimes will just stick this whole thing in the freezer and just use it when I need to. Yeah, again, I'm trying this new carb-free thing this week, so I'm planning on roasting these. I'm planning on like doing a lot of different things to try to make like a carb substitute. So we'll see how that goes. Speaking of carb substitutes, I got this almond flour to help me out with that too. When I was making that pizza, the egg cauliflower crust pizza, I really didn't have anything to kind of like bind it together and to stabilize it. So I thought that this almond flour would be really great, and I could try to maybe make like some type of bread with this, pancakes, whatever. So that'll be cool. And then I got some garbanzo beans. I did not know that garbanzo beans and chickpeas are like the same thing. So when we went to Whole Foods, we're asking the lady who was there helping us. She was like, oh, we were looking for the chickpeas, but there was only like one kind of chickpea. And I was just like, they've got to have a cheaper option, you know. So we're asking the lady who was there helping, and she said, oh yeah, they're all right here. And she like picked this up and handed it to me, and I'm like, wait, are garbanzo beans chickpeas? And my mind was completely blown. So I got this because a lot of people I've been seeing on YouTube have been eating this as putting this in their rice, using this as a carb substitute, which is really cool. Again, I am giving myself, like, I'm not on a super strict thing. I am giving myself one cheat day a week, usually on the weekends, because that's when I visit my parents. And if you are from an Asian family, you know it's carbs and meats and veggies, you know. So, yes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, so, but I just have it just in case. Okay, so then I just have a few more items. I got these, and I've tried these before, and they are delicious. They are chips, but they're made entirely out of chicken breast. It's been really difficult this week so far trying to figure out what snacks I can have, what snacks I can't have, and trying to figure out like different substitutes for everything. But I've had these before. They're made out of chicken breast, and then there's just, this one is just sea salt and vinegar, this one's just salt, and they're really tasty. The texture is a little odd, but I think it's really good. If I'm craving like chips, especially if I'm craving hot Cheetos, which is my favorite thing ever. I mean, like, this isn't like a substitute for hot Cheetos, but sometimes I'll eat them with like a little sriracha on the side, a little tapatio on the side, and it'll like kind of give me the fix, you know. But I think they're really tasty. And the last thing I picked up, which I'm super excited about, and I cannot believe I got my hands on these, are these gummy berries. These berries are all over TikTok. They're all over social media because they're supposed to taste like gummy candies, like gummy bears. I haven't tried one yet. Let me know if you want me to try them and tell you what you think. But they are, I just can't believe I found them, because every time a new like crazy awesome food comes out, especially with Trader Joe's stuff, it's always sold out. Like whenever I try to get it, the cotton candy grapes, it took me like a year to find, and it's only because my parents live close to a Trader Joe's that I just get to go there and like see what's up, you know. And it just so happened to be restocked. But these, we just walked into Whole Foods, this was the first thing I saw, and I was like, this has got to be a dream. But yeah, I'm super excited. I don't know like what kind of crazy chemical science that they did to make them taste like gummy berries, but I'm excited to taste them. Are you excited to taste them, Jonathan?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so that's all I got, like, grocery wise. I'm now going to turn it over to Jonathan because he is actually, I would call him a beer connoisseur for sure. He picked up a couple beers, loves to look at beers, loves to talk about beers. I don't know anything about beers other than, like, it tastes like beer. So I thought it would be fun for him to have a little segment on this video so he can talk about the different beers he loves. Jonathan's Beer Corner.
Hello, this is Jonathan's Beer Corner, where I'll be talking about a couple of beer purchases I made during our recent trip to Whole Foods. Starting off with Hell or High Watermelon Wheat Beer. You probably heard about this one. This is a seasonal beer released by 21st Amendment. This is a delicious summertime, crisp, refreshing watermelon beer. What I love about this is that you get that watermelon essence in like a crisp, refreshing wheat ale, but it doesn't taste artificial. You know, it tastes like an authentic watermelon flavor without tasting like, you know, something that's candied and something that tastes just like overly chemicalized. Next up here is Samuel Smith's Organic Lager. Now, this is your traditional base lager. You know, there's nothing fancy or special about this. But what I really like about this is that it's a very crisp, clean, and you get a really great malt backbone to this lager. If you drink it on its own, you'll probably like, you know, this tastes like any other beer I've had. But if you drink it side by side with, you know, another similar style, such as a Bud, Coors, Sapporo, you know, something like that, I think you really taste the difference in the quality of this. Third is from a German brewery called Eyinger. This is a German wheat beer, similar to a Hefeweizen. You get a mixture of different flavors. You get a little bit of like orange citrusy, fresh bananas, cloves, a little bit of spice, and another essence is the maltness to it. I really like this. You taste a lot of the banana and spice from it. It's refreshing, it's crisp, but you also get a lot of full flavor from this without it being overpowered, like an IPA where the hopness can sometimes be a little too bitter. And last but not least, this is from the same brewery, Eyinger, but this style is called the Dunkel. Most of you probably haven't heard about this. It's a less common German deep dark roasty beer. It's not a stout, it's not a black lager, it's a Dunkel. It's kind of its own beast. You know, you get a very deep roasty flavor and the sweetness that is similar to almost like a fig or a prune that's been roasted. It's a little bit out there. It's not the most approachable beer, but if you're a fan of dark beers and you want to try something else, give the Dunkel a try.
That's all we have for today, everyone. It's your girl Vivers. It's your boy John. We'll see you next time. Bye!